Hello. This video is to give you an overview of the first project that you'll be working on for this course. It's a definition project in which you will be working to compose a definitional argument for the term monster. This video will help you understand both the project and what I mean by a definitional argument. Before we talk about the project specifically, it's a good idea to really delve into the meaning of a definition. Definitions are used to explain words, phrases, concepts, and things so that speakers of the same language are able to have a shared understanding of any given term's meaning. In other words, when I say dictionary, you know what I mean by dictionary because we share the same definition of that word. That definition and that word represent the actual item that we now both think of when the word dictionary is said. Definitions are shared, and they are at the key of being able to communicate with other people. But definitions aren't static. They are created, they are revised, they're adaptable, and they are arguable. Definitions will often change over time because of historical meanings, because of changes in culture, and sometimes a term will even hold multiple definitions. The term definition itself has many different definitions. If you look at the OED online, the Oxford English Dictionary, these four are just some of the definitions of the term definition. And if you read through them, you can see that the term definition itself can have different nuanced meanings. One of the biggest questions I always get asked about this project is, how can a definition be arguable? It's in the dictionary. Well, in a sense, you're right. There are three different main kinds of definitions, though, and a dictionary definition, or a formal definition, is only one of them. We can also have operational definitions, which define a thing based on the conditions or characteristics of it. You can also have a definition by example, in which examples of the thing are listed in order to help define it. You can see here that a dog can be given a formal definition, or it can be given an operational definition. It can also be given a definition by example. For this project, you're going to be working with an operational definition, really working to define a monster based on its conditions and characteristics. Now, when you work to define a monster, you're going to need to do two major parts. First, craft your definition, and second, argue to support it. The argument that you make will need a thesis statement, which is your definition. It'll need reasons for why your definition should be accepted, and you need evidence to support your reasons. As you work to build your argument, keep the following in mind. Who is my audience? What is my purpose? And what objections or questions might my audience have about my argument? Now, in order to really see the answers to those questions, you're going to need to go and find the project instructions. If you go to Project Assignments, Definition Project, you'll find the attached file has the full instruction for this assignment. You need to make sure to read through those as well, as this video is just an overview, and all the details are going to be found in that assignment sheet. But a few quick logistics that might help. Your project should be multimodal. Remember from the introductory video that multimodality means that the composition uses two or more modes. For example, text and images, or video and audio, or images and audio. Your project should also be somewhere in the range of 1,250 words to 1,500 words. However, this word count can be met through a combination of modes. For example, if you include an audio piece and you're talking in it, The word count from that audio piece goes towards your word count, just as any text in your project would. The total project is worth 100 points, or 10% of your course grade. Again, please see the full assignment instructions in order to review the evaluation criteria. You're going to be working through 3 different drafts of this project. Draft 1 will be workshopped by your peers and receive feedback from your instructional assistant. Then you'll revise this draft and submit a second draft to the online writing lab, where you will once again receive additional feedback. You'll revise your second draft and then submit that revised draft, draft 3, to me, the instructor, for grading. I hope that you found this video helpful. Please do make sure that you go and read through the full assignment instructions on Learn. Once you've done that, if you have any additional questions, please post them in the Writer's Lounge and I would be happy to answer them for you. If you have project-specific questions, such as, would these 2 modes work? You're also welcome to email me directly and propose ideas for your project or just get any general feedback. I look forward to seeing what you all produce.